for joining us. My name is Stephanie Odia, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this episode of the Bridge 360 Show. The Bridge 360 Show is a program that aims to provide useful information that will bridge communication gap between the public and government and providing critical infrastructure, economic development through its ministries, departments, and agencies. On today's edition of the show, we will be highlighting the recent achievements of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, and its continuous efforts in expanding the national grid. Stay with us. Welcome back from that short break. The cumulative impact of the recent efforts by TCN to improve grid efficiency and capacity is evident in the recent grid statistical values, which have improved since the inception of the present management team in May 2020. With the current transmission capacity of over 8,100 megawatts, TCN is intentionally focusing on the rehabilitation of its substations and reconducting of old transmission lines to ensure a more stable and efficient grid, because the overall performance of the transmission network is measured by the amount of electrical energy it can wheel through its vast transmission network. The vision of the Managing Director, CEO, Dr. Sule Abdulaziz, is well encapsulated in the NEGMEP plan, which implementation started shortly after assuming his current position. The plan is grid maintenance, expansion, grid rehabilitation, and human capital development, which is to achieve immediate and long-term goals. With the implementation of NEGMEP, there's been a drastic reduction in the frequency of system disturbance and a record-breaking more than 80% reduction in total system collapse achieved within the last 3 years. Our focus this week will be on the recent achievement by TCN in the Enugu region. The Enugu region is one of the 11 regions of the Transmission Company of Nigeria. The GMT of the region spoke to us about some of the completed projects and ongoing projects and the transformers received recently in the region.
My name is Engineer Emmanuel Anyebunemapa. That's the GMT Enugu region. Enugu region is among the 11 transmission company of Nigeria regions in Nigeria. In other words, we have 11 regions and Enugu region is one of them. And Enugu comprises of Enugu region comprises of Enugu State. We control Enugu State. We control Anambra State. We're in charge of Ebonyi State. We're in charge of Benue State. We're in charge of part of Taraba State and also part of Cross River State. So, in other words, the Enugu region makes sure that all these states have enough power to transmit to the major load centers in these states I have just mentioned. Perhaps let me add again that under Enugu region we have 3 sub-regions and the work center. The sub-regions are Enugu sub-region, Onitsha sub-region, Api sub-region, and then Asaba work center. From all these sub-regions we'll be able to reach the nooks and crannies of these states I've just mentioned. And in this sub-region, there are so many projects going on. So many expansion projects, so many rehabilitation projects, so many new installations in all these stations. Let me start from the regional office here. The regional office, when I came, was posted to Enugu sub-region. We observed that most of the administrative buildings are dilapidated, and the entrance to the sub-region is nothing to talk about because of it wasn't motorable. So I had to appeal to the MD the person of Engineer Sule Abdulaziz. And he actually came to our help. He sent some contractors to come and scope the job. And I'm happy to tell you that there is a serious job ongoing. When I take you outside now, you'll be able to see a lot of job going on, rehabilitation of the building, and the compound itself is being given a facelift. And he instructed the contractor to start the regional office of ISO. That's for Enugu region. And when we get out, I'll be able to show you what actually is going on. That is for the regional office. And equally directed that before now, the ICT department is always concentrated in the corporate headquarters. But instructed that this thing be centralized. Enugu region is really lucky. We are among the people who are given an ICT department to be domiciled in the region. Currently, the structure, the building and installations of what is required for them to work is in progress. I'll be able to show you that. In Enugu, the administrative building has been completed. In Onitsha, it has been completed. In Asaba, it has been completed. In Api sub-region, it has also been completed. So what we are just waiting is for commission, for them to pack in. These are part of the things that will impact on the staff. But on the job itself, there are so many transformers, new transformers being installed. In Bugwaji, we are installing a reactor, we are installing a 150 MVA, we are installing a 60 MVA. In New Haven sub-region, because New Haven is the hub of the power supply within the Enugu complex, they are installing a 150 MVA T3 is under construction on now. They are installing. The plate has been completed. T4. Now the plate of T4 has completed. The T3 has given up already it has been installed, but we had some issues on transformer oil. But the MD has graciously approved 100 drums of transformer oil, which we are going to pick by January 3rd. People are going to adjust off to pick them where they are located, where they are stored. 9th Mile substation has been completed. 2 by 60 MVA substation, brand new, has been completed. And I tell you, when we commission that, within those complex, 9th Mile complex, where we have some of these companies, Coca-Cola, Nigerian breweries, all of them, they are going to be our major customers. Go to Onitsha. There's Onitsha sub-region. Onitsha, there are expansion, the Agwoka, there are 150 MVA at Onitsha. There's another 90 MVA. There's another 2 by 60 MVA. All these things are expansion programs. So, and when these are completed, which surely a good number of them are going to be completed before the end of first quarter, the issue of capacity within the Eastern Bloc will be a thing of past. The Enugu region has just taken delivery of 5 vehicles, Hilux vehicles, 2 to Api, 1 to the regional office, 1 to Enugu sub-region, 1 to Onitsha sub-region, and 1 to Asaba. Our problem before then has always been vehicles. Because of course, transmission job involves traveling through the lines and then even under all these substations. So, but with this vehicle now making available to us, that issue, I think, is being addressed. The other thing is spare parts. Of course, sometimes what actually causes elongate the downtime of equipment if you have a breakdown and you don't have space to tackle them. But this administration has stockpiled spare parts, Joe. I think I told you that we have just been given approval to go and collect 100 drums. We have also taken delivery of about 6 132 kV breakers, taking delivery of about several number of 2 18 transformers, and several breakers, 33 kV breakers. We are taking delivery of that. I was not surprised because the MD is somebody who grew from the ranks, has been in the field. He knows our problems. TCN has recruited over 400 engineers, and some of them are going training. They are being trained in different locations. Some are within the country, some outside the country. So we believe that these steps are, when you have a leader that has a listening ear, especially somebody who has been on the field, and when we who are on outside the within the who are his full soldiers, when you give him advice, he picks it, because that shows you a good leader. So most of the advice we have given him, I think he's actually working on that. So that gives us a kind of relief that yes, we are on the track. This is Enugu region ICT road. It's just under construction. You can see the contractor is still fixing the base. We'll soon bring the racks and then all of the equipment for the ICT. When it is completed, we will have the standard ICT office. The conference room is equally part of the ICT complex. There, every Wednesday we'll have a Zoom meeting. The Zoom meeting is the meeting of all the regional GMs, from where we'll be able to discuss the problems and then provide solutions to different problems of different regions. Maybe let's.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. This is the conference room, and this is actually where that's the extension of the ICT complex. This is where we usually have our Zoom meeting every Wednesday. During the Zoom meeting, we'll be able to discuss the problems in different regions and the number of trippings, and then be able to suggest solutions to these trippings, to minimize trippings in every region. Since we started this, it actually helped. It's a challenge to the GMs and the AGMs, not the sub-regions. We have actually done our best, because no region will want to be seen as not having the highest tripping in the room. So we try as much as possible from provide solutions as that is if you don't. Your colleagues who are in other regions will be able to give suggestions on how to solve those problems. Yeah. Like I told you, when we approached the MD and told him about the problems of the regional office, he came up with this idea to make sure that the compound takes a new look. This is the car park. This is the new ISO complex, the regional ISO headquarters. Over there is the new canteen, and then our tank, that is a borehole, that's the borehole there. And you can see the houses are being renovated completely. The part of the evidence the Enugu region has gotten from the history administration. Of course, the car park, like I said, everywhere, you see the compound, how it's being, the work is actually ongoing. Maybe by the end of January, if you come here, you may not be able to recognize what the region because of the fantastic touch the contractor is putting. Maybe you now go to the Enugu sub-region, you'll be able to see similar thing that is actually happening in the region. We are in Enugu sub-region. This is one of the 3 sub-regions we have in Enugu region. Like when I was in the general office, I was telling you about some new installations. New installations in the region. This is one of them. This is T3. This is 150 MVA transformer. The installation is in progress. You can see it is complete, and everything has been, most of the accessories has been put in place. And I have told you entirely that we have been doing approval of about 100 drops of oil for this transformer. So as soon as the oil that is in our just oil, as soon as we're able to convert them here, the contractor will convert it. And then start the part of the job. And possibly by the first quarter of next year, we will commission this one for MVA. Now there are others. This is these 2 transformers. The other one is T1A. They are the first set of transformers that were installed around 1978, commissioned about 81. So this is 150 MVA, the other one is 150 MVA. They are the 2 transformers feeding the Enugu complex. Unfortunately, on 12th August precisely, they developed a problem, a diverter switch problem. And as a result, it was put off. It's not operational now. But however, the MD, when we reported to corporate headquarters, the MD consulted the manufacturers from South Africa. They came and then checked actually what happened, and it was the diverter switch. You know, it cannot be, you don't pick it up shell. So they took the data of the diverter switch and they have gone back. They promised us by January they are coming back with a set of diverter switch. And if they remove the old one and then replace the new diverter switch, we commission it. So these are because of this, we have a limited supply to our consumers within the eastern. On 330 level, we have 300 MVA. On 132, we have 240 MVA capacity. But like I said, because of the problem we have with this, what we have on 330 now is just 150 MVA, which is not enough. And that's why we are putting pressure on the contractor to round up this, so that at least in case we have issues like this, the other one will come up. And up there, right up there, we are going there, the T4, the transformer T4 being installed by World Bank is in progress. The plinth has been completed, the transformer is in the wharf, and by January, definitely that one will arrive there and we will commence the installation. The issue of the offload is usually distribution. We may have enough capacity, but sometimes because of their little on-pro challenges, they may not be able to evacuate as much as we expected them to evacuate. For the other side, we have enough capacity, and when this one comes upstream, once again. Issue of downtime, most of the problems we usually have is when there's no space. Before now, our issue problem has always been space. Space, vehicle, and then manpower. But the issue of space, like I said in my introductory speech, that has actually MD and his team has actually provided enough space. If you go to our just stores now, there are no space for space. We have space where you park them. That is why they created stores, the decentralized stores, created stores within the region. We are here to receive the long-awaited transformers. I think this is the first batch. Maybe the second batch is yet to come. We are receiving 150 MVA and 100 MVA. That's the two transformers we are receiving this morning from our car. I wanted to know that this is not only the project in the Enugu region. I can have some other projects at Guaji. There are 160. 1 by 60 MVA transformer at Guaji, and the reactors, we have the next reactor, all at Guaji. In Abi, they have 150 MVA, one number 150 and one number 60. So all these are going on simultaneously. In Abakaliki, we have 60 MVA, and not to go, we only have 60 MVA. You can see their project is scattered all over Enugu region. Every time I cry to Abuja. They always listen to me. The MD, like I always say, has been somebody who has been on the field all the while. So he knows the implications. He knows he has won the shoe before, and he knows how it pinches. So we who are in the field, who are the full soldiers, anytime we talk to him, we always listen. And it's because of that listening here that he was able to push all this. They have been on the drawing board all the while, like my GM, I think, pointed out. But at least now, I think they are walking the talk.
I'm Engineer Iwamadi Charles, the GMT, Enugu Sub-Region Transmission. I'm here with Mr. Ali. Mr. Ali is the site manager of Ake, in charge of the transformer behind us. We just received a 1 by 150 MVA 330 132 kV transformer and another 1 by 100 MVA 132 33 kV transformer.
My name is Ali, and we are working in the Nigeria with the 13 substation. In the 13 substation, we are working for the increasing of the power capacity of this substation. Actually, this transformer will be after 2 days on the base, maybe, but after that we will continue to install that accessories. This transformer has too many accessories and oil. We already bring the transformer oils in the site, and maybe 10 or 15 days that installation will be start, because we are waiting the supervisor from China. You know, this transformer has a supervisor in the, from factory. He will come and he will guide us, and we will continue to installation. The transformer energizing is the very long story, because we have to another work in the substation. This is not only the transformer. We have conductors, we have another equipment in the substation. After all, everything is finished, we can energize it.
The Dr. Abdulaziz-led management team is intentionally focused on the completion of several abandoned projects, prompt maintenance, upgrade and repair, restoration of vandalized transmission lines and facilities, and installation of new transformers and substations, recalibration and reconfiguration of transmission lines, transformer protection schemes, and many other ingenuity managing the grid. The recent achievements by TCN were accomplished notwithstanding challenges such as the right-of-way encroachment, way leave issues, vandalism of power infrastructure facilities, and others. And this is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of the show. Do make it a date with us on this channel, same time next week. Do follow us on our social media handles. We appreciate your likes and comments. We've also made this package available in other languages such as Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa for your viewing pleasure. The information displayed on your screen tells you when and where they air. My name is Stephanie Odia. Bye for now.